Alright, welcome to another painting tutorial. In this one we're going to look at Ork Boss Zagstruk. So this is a really cool looking model. Unfortunately not the most competitive model in the Ork army, especially since you have to deep strike them, but other than that, neat model, some cool special rules. So we're going to look at them. We're basically going to start from the base coats onwards and look at some of the details. So like I said, the base coats are done. So we've got bolt gun metal painted on all the metal bits. Started with a black spray paint. I've got some orc skin going on here, some grays, and some fur. So orc skin, just kind of a recap. Usually I use goblin green or Narlock green as the base, and then highlight up to scorpion green, and then shade with Thraka green wash. Alternatively, you can start very dark with the Orchide shade and work your way up through to either a goblin green mixed with bleached bone or the scorpion green. Depends if you want kind of a neon look or a light green. Anyways, moving on. So there's the base coat's done. Now on the back here, I got some checker pattern that's going to go on there, and what I've done is I've drawn on lines with a gray, so that can either be Adaptus Battle Gray, which is good because it's a foundation and it goes on pretty opaque, or you can use something like Codex Gray as well. I've got some of the hoses here that's going to be scab red on any of the red bits, and some of the brown bits here that's going to be Calthan Brown as a base coat, and going to be working up through those highlights. So again, there's some more of those hoses. So usually what I do with a model is I pick a color, and that's going to be the same for anything. I've started to do a light gray highlight inside those, so kind of filling those in. So that's it's probably Astro Gray or something like that. And I'm also doing some gray highlights on the gloves, and there you are there. So again, you can use Astronomicon, sorry, I always get that mixed up. That gray, or you can mix your own. I also like to use the Reaper grays. They already come pre-mixed, and nice gradients there. Alright, so coming out with some of the tin bits now. I've got the grays all done, so that's kind of his base color there. This up here is that's just going to be one of the Reaper triads, but if you're using GW paints, something like a bleached bone, scorpion, sorry, not scorpion, not scorched brown, what am I talking about? Snakebite leather, and then one of the brown washes. And as you can see, some tin bits areas there. I've got some other metal areas I'm going to make a little bit rusty, and yeah, just working my way up there. So doing these straps here now. And what else we got going on? That's about it. So there's that looks like Be Still Brown there. I'm highlighting that with again, some of the Reaper browns. Those triads make things a little easier. So there's like a leather brown that I like to use, and just highlighting it up through on the edges now. Right, so we're getting close there. Got the teeth, they've been washed with the Devlin Mud. I've got these browns here almost done, and the red there been highlighted with a bit of blood red, and we're coming along nicely. So getting close. Okay, so the optic there, got that done with a bit of the Reaper Ocean Triad, so it's ocean blues, and highlighting up these teeth, doing a bit of detail on that nose thing there, got those straps done. And yeah, so finishing off all the rest of the details, and we have a finished model. So again, I wish I could use this guy more often. If there was a war boss that had a jump pack option, I'd probably do that. But as a Zagstruk model, and again, you can't, well, not again, you can't really use him as a knob because he has the larger 40mm base. So the knob would just have a regular 25mm. But that's what I would probably prefer to count him as, just a regular knob. But really dynamic pose, awesome model. Just too bad the rules make him overly priced and pretty ineffective in the games. I think the rules, he has to deep strike, but he gets a power claw attack on that deep strike, and you can charge that turn, but because they scatter so much, you don't really want to put them that close to anything that they might mishap. Oh, and I think he gets a certain number of Stormboyz that will die on that deep strike. I forget. I think it's D3+1 or something like that. So ends up being quite expensive, and Stormboyz aren't super strong as it is. So they're good for like a supporting unit, not as a primary assault unit. So for some of the metal areas, I used chainmail and mithril silver just to give some worn areas. I've got some patina on the brassy type colors, and that's about it. So again, like I said, a really great model, love it, but it doesn't get a lot of game time, at least not in the lists I use. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Check out my blog. It's like watching paintdry.blogspot.com, and comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.